bottom. Okay, Principal Vagina said, "Hi, this is Principal Vagina. Don't let the name fool you. I'm very much in charge." I think he says that to distract people from creating their own inferences, because the name vagina, if used in a derogatory way, could in some places mean coward or non-masculine, weakling, not in charge. Connotations. It's what people make of it. So he goes out of his way to say, no, it doesn't mean that. This could be a good thing. You can potentially stop people from going to their indoctrinated ideas by being very clear about what something means that you're saying.
Or what it doesn't mean.
Anyway, moving on. It's flu season, and there's a dance coming up.
Okay, here we go. Hey,
Morty goes to talk to Jessica.
What's up, Morty?
And she sneezes. She has the flu. But, I paused it, but...
What are you doing?
Brad comes in right at that second. Less than half a second later. And in putting two things so close together, I imagine it is a way to distract from the first thing. Hide something.
Yeah, try not to worry about it, Morty. You're a good kid. And there's not a premium on that right now, but
There's no premium on being good. I think being a good person relates to your own aims, your own values, and your own morality. And as much as other people can suggest aims, values, morality, ultimately we're the ones that decide, yep, I like that value, I will have that value. Yes, I like that morality or that aim, I will have that aim and go for it. And so we have to, if that's the case, we have to do it for ourselves. We cannot do it for other people. Because if I'm living my values and morality for you, and then you don't do what I want, then I will suddenly say or think, I'm not going to live to my values because you did so-and-so. And that is not a good way to live. It is our rule set, after all, that we've chosen ourselves. So why not live to it?
Marriage is hanging from a thread.
My marriage is fine, thank you.
Jerry, it's your house. Whatever you say it is how it is, but I think
It's your house, whatever you say it is what it is. In the world, if you drew a circle around everyone in the world, what I say something isn't what it is. But in me, what I say is what is to me. So, I mean, this is my house, and in here, I not only try to reinforce the relevance of my thoughts, but I may, in fact, be the one who chooses what I focus on and think and all of that in the first place. And I'm pretty sure that will be referenced later in this episode. Just one liner, but it was...
Jerry, it's your house. Whatever you say it is how it is, but I think a blind man can see that Beth is looking for the door.
It is what we say it is for us, but that might not be the same as what it is in reality.
What people call love is just a chemical reaction that compels animals to breed. It hits hard, Morty, then it slowly fades, leaving you stranded in a failing marriage. I did it. Your parents are going to do it. Break the cycle, Morty. Rise above. Focus on science.
So I guess that's kind of good advice. I wouldn't say that it's all chemicals and whatnot, but I mean, people look for love and they look for it their whole lives, and they don't find it straight away. Usually it can take 20, 30, 40 years. That's a lot of looking for something that you're not finding, when you could be focusing, on something more, workable, something more practical. And then if love came along, then you could recognize it, go, holy crap, didn't expect that.
Morty, hand me that screwdriver, huh? I'm almost finished making my ionic defibrillator, Morty. It's gonna be great.
Hey,
Rick
listen,
wants
Rick,
a screwdriver.
you know how you said that, love is a chemical and all that stuff from earlier? Well, I was thinking, could you make some sort of chemical thing happen inside
Morty
of
wants
Jessica's
a
mind?
love
So where
potion.
she falls in love with me and all that
He's
sort of
asking
thing?
Rick
Like
for one.
maybe make some sort of love potion or something?
Morty, that's such a poor use of my time. It's beneath me. Hand me the screwdriver.
You know what? No, Rick, I'm not going to hand you the screwdriver.
Rick still
I'm not going to hand you anything
wants
ever.
a screwdriver. But now, see, Morty wanted something, and he asked Rick. And Rick basically said no, which is his right. I mean, when you ask someone a question, they're allowed to say yes or no without getting into trouble. It's their free choice. That's why you ask the question. So Rick said no. Now Morty's saying, I'm not going to get your screwdriver. I'm not going to do anything for you again. He's withholding his own
Rick,
good.
Rick, I'm always helping you with this and that and the other thing. What about me, Rick?
And he's thinking of himself. He's being self-centered. Yeah, he wants something. And until he gets it, he's going to withhold the good that he does. And then, do you know, that's never ever a good feeling. Whenever I focus so much on something or someone in the negative to the point where I've even felt like withholding my good, gosh, that's one of the worst feelings I've ever felt, and it just keeps on lasting until you get over it, really. It blocks your whole flow of energy, so that it's hard to even be yourself because you're busy putting up this shield or this front where it's not natural to you. It's like you want to be a good person to have a good time, but you've got to block this person out and show them that you're angry at them, or whatever. I'd rather not deal with it. I just walk around people that annoy me and keep giving good out to whoever I come to.
Well, why can't you just help me out once for once?
You're growing up fast, Morty. You're growing into a real big thorn straight up into my ass. Listen, this is called oxytocin. I extracted it from a vole. You know what a vole is, Morty? You know what a vole is? It's a rodent that mates for life, Morty. This is a chemical released in a mammal's brain. That makes it fall in love.
So it seems Rick has decided to help Morty.
All right, Morty, I just got
He's got He's got oxytocin from a vole.
with some of your DNA.
Oh, well,
He's
okay.
combining with
A hair, Morty.
Morty's
I need one of your
DNA.
hairs. This isn't Game of Thrones.
Ow!
All right, Morty.
I didn't know
Morty,
what that
smear this
reference
stuff on,
was
we'll
to
fall
Game
in
of
love with you.
Thrones.
And only you, forever. Are you happy now, Morty?
Heck yeah! Thank you, Grandpa Rick. Hey, there's no dangers or anything.
Rick said earlier that love is just a chemical reaction which slowly fades, and then you're left with all the bullcrap, all of the, I guess, contracts and karmas that you created while you were having that good feeling. You know, when they say never make a decision when you're feeling angry or bad. Well, we make a lot of decisions when we're feeling good and happy as well, that may seem fine on the surface, like, because obviously we want to do it because we're having a great time, but ultimately, you still got to consider the consequences as well, long term. So he said all that, and now he's giving him the oxytocin, and he said that'll make someone fall in love with you forever. That's weird. That goes against what he said
Your
before.
side effects, right?
Whoa, what am I, a hack? Go nuts, Morty. It's foolproof.
And he just said it's foolproof unless
Unless she has the flu.
she has the flu. But I don't know. In an earlier episode, I said that I think Rick does everything on purpose. Just there, it looked like he, for once, didn't take something into account. Didn't plan for what's about to unfold. Didn't even realize that he didn't know it was flu season. We find out later he wrecks reality.
Them?
Do you want homeless have homes? Yes. Are you going to build them?
No.
And
No.
what good was the yes?
Then what good was the yes? Huh. So, whether someone says something is no good without the action.
Wait,
I think that's
is
what that
loving
is.
me the house or the homeless people?
Loving you is work, Jerry. Hard work. Like building a homeless
It's
shelter.
work.
Nobody wants to say no to doing it, but some people put the work in. So what do you say? Do you see me working here? Does this conversation seem tedious to me?
Sort of.
Then I obviously sort of love you, don't I? So stop asking and maybe I'll love you more.
So I think Beth's saying that, you know, you can see if someone loves you through their actions, not so much by their words. But, you know, you can make it easier for people to act lovingly towards you.
Crap. They need me at the horse hospital.
This
It was a
late?
The
mouthful.
racetrack had a Starlight Derby. There was a 7-horse collision and Gavin's there alone.
Ah, okay. So Beth's got to go to work. Davin's there. Then Jerry's like, Davin. But he doesn't change expression. And so that's goes back to what I was saying before. Can't remember what it was, but so Jerry has thought of a subject. He's chosen the subject. The subject is Davin. But and it's his house. It's Davin is in here. But he doesn't create anything out of it. He doesn't say anything about the subject. He creates no predications. And his emotional expression didn't really change. He just said, Davin, 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 Davin. He didn't get jealous because he didn't make a story in his house for him to believe or to see. Because what we say, we see. Or we see, we say. It's like say and see. Even though they sound slightly different, they still phonetically kind of sound the same. Saying is seeing, to us, at least.
I'ma give you a shot, make the flu go away. Flu hates the rat, but just wrap it away. Yeah, flu hates
So at the dance, the flu season dance,
Whoopsie.
and Morty's put the love potion on Jessica,
Oh my god.
and she's changing.
You're really nice tonight.
Wow, thanks.
I love you, Morty. I love you so much it burns.
And she's saying,
Man.
she's saying kind of crazy things out of, I guess,
Leave him alone.
her emotions,
I'm in love with him. He's more man than you will
her
ever be.
feelings. But it's not normal Jessica. It's not like rational mind, rational thinking Jessica. It's based on these whatever good feeling emotions, oxytocin at the moment. She thinks that she loves him, but it's just a feeling.
Oh, well, no problem, Brad.
And now Brad's got the love potion.
Get your hands off of him.
Jessica coughed on him.
Aren't you injuring your ball throwing arm?
Oh, Principal, what do you think that was all about?
Who cares? Just hold me.
Let it go! I love you, boy! Let go of
I guess another thing is we can become attached to things that we love or like.
Yeah, Dad, digging around the insides of horses.
obsessed.
Not a very romantic
Are
setting.
we,
Well, Summer, there's always the possibility that she made the whole work thing up. Well, she's my daughter, Summer. I outrank you. Or family needs nothing, in which case, don't play that card.
Remember, Dad, jealousy turns women.
So Rick made a good point as a comeback. I don't know, maybe there's something there.
The men they cheat on, no.
God, Grandpa, you're such a dick.
I'm sorry, Summer. Your opinion means very little to me. How come you're not at this stupid dance everyone loves so much?
Screw that. I don't want to get sick. It's flu season.
It is?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's flu season, and I say Rick actually didn't realize it was flu season.
Please, just let this work out.
He didn't equate for that.
Love Morty. And I hope Morty
Okay, now everybody's got oxytocin.
my arms around him and feel him inside me.
Oh, crap.
What does it look like? The serum is piggybacking on the virus. It's gone airborne, Morty.
So the serum's piggybacking on the virus, which I don't think could ever happen because it's oxytocin, it's too big.
You know, praying mantises are the exact opposite of voles, Morty.
Plus,
I mean,
it doesn't
they mate
replicate.
once
It
and
would
they
all get used
decapitate
up.
the partner. It's a whole ritual. It's really gruesome and totally opposite.
So he's
No love
putting
at all. I basically mixed
praying
this with the
mantis
contagious flu virus.
DNA
Should neutralize the
with
whole thing,
a
Morty.
stronger flu to neutralize or counter this one. Here we go. Spray, spray, spray.
By the way, Morty, I know you didn't ask or anything, but I'm not interested in having sex with you. These serums, they don't work on anybody related to you genetically.
And the serums don't work on females. So like now all the people are turning into praying mantises. It's pretty gruesome, really.
Well, sometimes science is more art than science, Morty. A lot of people don't get that.
So that's an interesting thing to say. Obviously science doesn't seem like art, but it is like experimentation and then finding out the results. That is a potential way we could live our lives. And it would leave a lot more to be found out about yourself. You wouldn't think you knew yourself first or what you were going to do and then go out into the world. You get to find out as you go.
This is not okay. Not only do they all want to have sex with me, but you know, now they want to eat me afterwards.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Mantises are the opposite of voles. I mean, obviously DNA is a little more complicated than that. You know what though, Morty? This right here is going to do the trick, baby. It's koala mixed with rattlesnake, chimpanzee, cactus, shark, golden retriever, and just a smidge of dinosaur. Should add up
A
to
bunch
normal
of
humanity.
crap.
That doesn't make any
You
sense.
just put a bunch of crap together and said it will add up to humanity.
You want me to show you my lab? I'm sorry. Are you the scientist or are you the kid that wanted to get laid?
But I'm almost sorry we're finished.
Yeah, it's satisfying work.
It's more than the work. I love being in that sterilized room, sealed off from the world. It's the only time I can really think and feel. I'd like to know what it was like to give your son a bath.
What?
What does Morty's skin smell like? How soft.
So Davin is turning into a mantis, obviously. He's going a bit crazy. And now he's a mantis.
Me to Morty. You're not Morty.
And here comes Jerry
No, I'm Mr. Crowbar, and this
with his
is my
one-liners.
friend, who is also a crowbar. That's stupid. Yeah? Well, look where being smart gotcha.
Jerry, thank God.
God? God's turning people into insects.
He's just full of
I'm the
one-liners.
one beating them to death. Thank me.
Thank you, Jerry.
He's just cool, even though what he says is so stupid. It's the way he says it. There's another episode where, we watched it already,
Just do it
I think.
already. Well, technically, Morty, there's no rush.
It was where Jacob, he said things that didn't make sense, but because he said them in a cheery and friendly sort of way, everybody just kind of went with it and saw him as a charismatic and friendly guy. So Jerry's doing the same. He's saying things in a cool way, but he's saying things in a cool way, but he's not saying cool things. But it doesn't matter. It still looks cool. Guess it's the action, not the words.
Yeah, you're not right.
So they've sprayed with the new serum, and people are becoming very deformed. Very deformed. Whoa.
Look, this Morty, this must be the best day of your life. You get to be mayor of I told you town. You're welcome.
Rick doesn't even care. That was pretty funny. This must be the best day of your life.
Hold on.
It's a living nightmare. How could you be so irresponsible, Rick?
Me irresponsible? All I wanted you to do was hand me a screwdriver, Morty. You're the one who wanted me to buckle down and make you up a...
So the world is now a different way, but Rick and Morty are still the same. But Morty says it's a living nightmare, as if everything's a living nightmare, but really it's only the outside world that's a living nightmare. The inside doesn't have to reciprocate necessarily. Like in Rick's case, he is the same and he doesn't think it's a nightmare.
Try to take the high road.
Would we base ourselves on a changing world so that it can dictate what we feel?
Creep person.
All right, fine. I should have just listened to you when you refused to make the serum. I'm willing to accept my part of the blame for this, Rick. But I'll tell you something. You know what? You gotta accept your part of the blame. I'm not the one who haphazardly, mixed a bunch of nonsense together and created a bunch of Cronenbergs. You gotta fix this, Rick.
All right, Morty. We are in a pretty deep hole here, but I do have one emergency solution that I can use that'll kind of put everything back to normal, relatively speaking. Here, Morty, put this on while I do a little bit of scouting.
Oh, so the epidemic was fixed. Rick fixed it.
Pull the rabbit out of your hat this time. I mean, I really thought that the
In
whole
this
place was gonna be messed
dimension.
up for good, but here you did it. You figured out that crazy solution like you always do. Whew, that's some great luck.
Come on, Morty. Luck had nothing to do with it. I'm great. That's the real reason. And Morty, what do you say, buddy? Will you hand me a screwdriver so I can finish my ionic defibrillator?
Sure thing, Rick. Here's a screwdriver.
All right, Morty. Thank you very much. We got 1 screw turn and 2 screw turns and.
So Morty handed Rick the screwdriver that he wanted in the beginning, and it was to fix his defibrillator. And 1, 2, 3 turns, and they exploded. So that's what would have happened in the other dimension if Morty hadn't said, no, I'm not going to give you the screwdriver, blah, 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 blah. I want the Cronenberg thingamajig. I mean, the love version. He didn't know about the consequences yet. So they would have died, but they didn't. So that's, I guess, to say that, even though something seems bad, it seems bad now, or it seems like it could lead to bad in the future. That doesn't mean the entire future is just like straight line straight to bad. It could go bad, 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 good, good. Good, bad, good, bad, good, good, good. It could ultimately be good. But you can't know that it's going to lead to bad. Like, it's not like a straight line to the end of the world where, I see a bad thing. So therefore, the judgment of my life, it must be heading towards bad. No, it's not how it works. Life is not a straight line. It's a bendy line, It bends all the time. It doesn't go in straight lines, so I don't know. That's something to think about anyway. Maybe you can work out what that means. So they're dead. And Rick and Morty came through a teleporter and saw themselves dead.
You gotta calm yourself, Morty. Morty, calm down, Morty.
Morty's freaking.
Morty, will you listen to me, Morty? Shut up and listen to me. It's fine. Everything is fine. There's an infinite number of realities, Morty. And in a few dozen of those, I got lucky and turned everything back to normal. We just had to find one of those realities in which we also happen to both die around this time. Now we can just slip into the place of our dead selves in this reality, and everything will be fine. We're not skipping a beat, Morty. Now help me with these bodies. This is insane. Look, Morty, I'll grab myself. You grab yourself, okay? I mean,
So they live in a
seems fair to me.
multiverse.
That seems like a fair way to divvy it up.
An infinite multiverse.
What about the reality where Hitler cured cancer, Morty? The answer is don't think about it.
I think it was Carl Jung that said, the answer to most problems is simply moving forward. But to help your own brain, because this is a primitive device. It has some stupid mechanics sometimes. Like, the brain doesn't generally see that it's being stupid when it's being stupid. It's not like watching itself be stupid. It's just being stupid. So you kind of have to self-reflect and look in hindsight at how stupid you were and what led to it. and go, well, what am I going to do about that? And then next time you go to do that thing, you go, oh, I know what this led to last time. I won't do that thing. So Rick's screw-up led to them being in a better position. So now they're burying themselves in the backyard. Morty's traumatized. Poor Morty. No. So we'll see if there's anything after this. Oh yeah, there is. It's nothing. So that's it, folks. Yeah, there wasn't a lot in the episode. But tune in for next episode. And we'll try and keep the wisdom up. My brain's not been working real good lately. And I'm well aware of that. So I don't know if it's affecting my videos. Because the problem is, I'm finding it hard to come up with things to say, like in any situation.
He doesn't seem to be living until he bites ya. And then the blood and the red.
But anyway, I hope that was insightful or helpful or informative or fun. Something good. And yeah, I mean, you could use Rick and Morty. It has so much stimulus, so much well scripted language, so much great scenes, twists, and all sorts of things, you know. You could almost use it. I'm using it to sort of interpret or inspire wisdom, but you could use it to explain like anything that you're interested in, I reckon. Like, I don't know. That I might be going too far saying that. Because, you know, if you're interested in fish, you might not be able to use it to explain fish. But say if you're interested in magic or spiritual ideas, you know, or science, you know, like you could watch the episodes and you could make it about those things. It doesn't have to be about wisdom. That's just what I'm trying to do it, and I'm succeeding. So yeah, I just say that because you guys might have some interests and you might like to do this similar thing as I'm doing and see how you go with that. Just as a side project, you don't have to expect it to lead anywhere. Just see if you can do it. I'll watch it. Let me know in the comments if you do. Alright, I'll catch you later, guys. Bye. See ya.